Hello YouTube, this is Weston at Weston Toys and Collectibles, and I'm going to be reviewing these three figures in order. Blastoff, Repugnus, Punch Counter Punch, otherwise known as the Prime Wars Trilogy Amazon exclusives from Combiner Wars, Titan's Return, and Power of the Primes. So first we're going to start. I'm just going to do one per video, the next three videos. First we're going to start with Blastoff. And here's his packaging. And you can see, very, very nice. This is the Takara mold for Blastoff. The one that we didn't see over here in the US. And much awaited by many collectors here in the US was this mold. It was used two or three times over in Japan. It was used for Baldigus, it was used for Bruticus, it was used for their version of Computron when used as Strafe. Anyway, I got this figure for Christmas, and I absolutely love this version of this character. What I had before was a Shapeways custom. I still have it, but what I had before is Bruticus's arm was a Shapeways custom from the Combiner Wars Jet figure for Blastoff, and then some Shapeways parts that made it into a shuttle. Anyway, on the packaging you can see he's just kind of flying here. On this side you have him in robot mode with Vortex and Swindle here. I don't see Onslaught or Brawl anywhere. I think they pretty much just put Vortex and Swindle. On this side you can see all the Prime Master logos. You got Cybertron down here. He's just kind of flying in space. All the Prime Master logos here. Here's where he'd be sitting. And for some reason they got Superion in this picture. I think it would have been better if they put Bruticus here, but I mean, they put Superion here. Courage is stronger when combined, and then you can see this little blurb. You can read it there for her. Anyway, came with Megatronus. I didn't take this out because I used the Perfect Effect pieces, so that's still in here. Combiner Wars, Transformers, Prime Wars Trilogy. At the top, on top you can see it says Combiner Wars and has that slot. Power of the Primes there, just showing. And then on the back you see Decepticon Blastoff is perfectly happy blasting those inferior Autobots from the depths of space, or on the surface of a planet. He combines with his fellow Combaticons to form the mighty Bruticus. So as you can see, here's a computer rendering of robot mode and vehicle mode. At the top you can see he comes with Megatronus Prime Master. It says Dark Warrior. 15 steps. So get that out of here. There's Blastoff. And man, is this a big step up from that Jet we got. Now, this is how he comes packaged. The shoulders here are attached to the arms the way they were in Japan, but the arms are flipped. They swapped the arms around for this to be the chest, so it's more toy accurate, which is what Hasbro's been trying to do for the last three lines, is make them more toy accurate. You can see here's his back, and it cleans up pretty well. But on the Takara version, this would be the chest. This would be twisted around like this. His head flipped like that. And then the arms just pop off the ball joints. And they'd be over here. And this would be here. And I've actually had him displayed like this for a little bit. I mostly display him in arm mode. So I have his arms like this, is what I mean. However, I pop him off here at the mushroom peg, And this is a good fix for this figure because a lot of people have issues with everything lining up in vehicle mode. This actually helps out tremendously, having them like this. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me take a look at the picture. Yeah, having them like this is how the original shoulders were, so this actually helps out tremendously when transforming him. Everything else is perfectly fine because it lines up the same way anyway. And of course we won't flip his legs back around. Anyway, shoulder articulation, ball joint, head's on a ball joint. It's got this like panel that flips up. It's kind of loose, you can see. Like, yeah. Shake him and it pops back like that. Bicep swivel, hinged elbow, nothing at the wrist. You can plug something into this, or you can plug it into his hand, or you got 2 ports underneath here. And that's on both sides. He's got some ports here. Waist articulation. It does have a nub on there that stops it there. It's a bit awkward, but it is what it is. Full Monty, full Van Damme. Oh, almost full Van Damme, not full Van Damme though. Just when it went farther. Knees, rotation, and then ankle. You can hear my voice. I'm not thrilled with Combiner Wars. It just kind of became redundant. This is probably the best figure we've gotten, but we had to wait 3 years for it. Unless you went and bought the Japanese version, then you got it right away. But we had to wait here in America for 3 years to get this mold from Hasbro. And when you spend $80 on a Shapeways kit, only to find out 3 years later that, hey, look, we got a better blast off, it's a bit infuriating, a bit frustrating. So I guess it is what it is, though. Anyway, to transform him now, go ahead and pull these out. You want to collapse the legs, and there's a slot here, and there's a tab here, and that tab just slides into that slot. And then they tab together in the back, tail fins tab together, and these are removable. I never knew that they were removable until I got this figure. But I guess they're removable, so you can attach them there onto the back of Blast Off for the Japanese version. Take the feet like that. You want to collapse the arms down, and they tab in. There's a slot here, tab there. And I prefer like this so that these ports can be used for weapons if you want to put weapons there. So that's why I do that way. I'm going to take this back here and pull the front out. That's a bit of an awkward clearance there. Rotate his head so you can't see it from the bottom. And then you want to take these panels and tab them together like that. Then you can take this and you can plug it in here, or you can plug it into any of the various ports all over. But here is Blast Off in his shuttle mode, and he looks pretty good in his shuttle mode. It's definitely better than the Takara color scheme, in my honest opinion. That one was like a bit of a cluster with all the different colors all over the place. This is actually a more uniform color throughout, with the paint details in places where they should be. All this black paint is really nice. You got some purple Tampa graphs all over. You got Decepticon symbol on top. As you can see, if you look at it like this, it's upside down. But if you look at it like that, it's fine. I do like you can kind of make him ready to launch or whatever by doing that. And it kind of it doesn't look the greatest. Like, it'd be better if it was like that. and he had something like pegged into here or something, but honestly I never have him in shuttle mode. He's almost always an arm. And we'll go ahead and go into arm mode. You go ahead and flip that head down there if you, or you don't flip that head down there like that. Pull the gun out. I'm just kind of fed up with Combiner Wars figures. They're just, it's the same old thing rehashed over and over and over again. It's just kind of, it's infuriating that they couldn't, you know, release this earlier, or release a lot better figures earlier. Like, why do we even get Rook? What is the point? What's the point in Alpha Bravo? People don't want those characters. They want, you know, the G1 characters. Anyway, rotate that like that. Bring these back down. This can go up like that, and it looks a lot. It sits up higher. It looks a lot better. Blech. Stumbling over my words. Forgot how to talk. Take this. You can plug that there, and that's his arm mode. I also like to put this here sometimes, or I'll put it here, just kind of pointing out like that. And it doesn't look too bad. The arm mode looks great. And out of the 3 modes, since I usually have him as an arm for Bruticus, that's actually better, in my opinion, to have a better arm mode than having a better shuttle mode or having a better car mode or what have you. These come off, and I like to stick these here onto his arms, and that kind of just moves the fins there, and it cleans up right here. It cleans this up, so if you have like some kind of weapon or whatever that would reach back to here, it cleans that up so you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get Bruticus. So here's Bruticus, and let's go ahead and come out here like this, and basically to put him on as his arm, you just slide it back, flip that in. You can see my Bruticus is a bit customized, and I got all the perfect effect feet and hands. Everything else is basically stock, but this is all painted. The head's painted. And then I painted here. Then I got a ConstructBot's Decepticon logo there. Painted the missiles there. Anyway, here he is combined, and he looks fantastic as an arm for Bruticus. Just taking a look at that. This is all Shapeways parts, and it's been broken too, so as an arm for Bruticus, absolutely fantastic. It's got the same articulation as every other Combiner Wars limb, so it's got the all the way around there, in and out. The waist swivel becomes the elbow or bicep swivel, and then hips and knees become elbow joints, and then with the perfect effect hands, those are what they are. So there he is combined with Bruticus, and this looks so good. Like, this is what I've been wanting. Not a jet over here, not a half mismatched shuttle jet thing. This mold, perfect. And it looks so great as an arm. So this has been, oh, never mind, I forgot something. There's his Prime Master, for as much as that's worth. And it's Megatronus, I guess. It does nothing for this figure, so it comes later where that would fit in. But yeah, here's Bruticus. This was Blast Off here. They might still be on Amazon, I don't know. I haven't looked because I have it already, so I don't really look for things I've already bought. I don't think most people do. Anyway, this looks great combined to Bruticus. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all later with my next review, which will be Repugnus.